Well, hello everyone. The Ontario Gardener here, back with the official release trailer breakdown of City Skylines II, which you can see there on the screen, coming out October 24th. Let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to play this, and we're going to stop it when I feel there's something important I want to talk about, and then we're going to keep on rolling. I do plan to pick up this game, so stay tuned for that. And let's get into the video. Now, everything that's in the game that they're showing is in-game footage. So keep that in mind. This is not cinematic. Let's look how awesome that looks. Those look like maybe oil derricks or maybe like radio towers or something. I don't know. Now, right off the bat, again, the graphics may be toned down a bit for the video, depending on, like, I'm recording in HD. I don't know what you're looking at, so things may be a bit blurry just because of how it's going. But first looks like there's nice fields here. I'm not sure what that looks. Maybe that's a university soccer field here, or a football field over in Europe. And then some nice grids here, some nice different types of roads, some ports. Looks like there's some terraforming going on here, which is amazing. This looks like a big shipping port, which is very cool. You can see some shipping containers, some farmland out here. Pretty cool. And it's doing it in all these different languages because it's being released in all these other languages as well. Right away, we have the terraforming made easy. You have kind of like this dip pattern. You have other ones here. This is more like a plateau. This is a rounded, a slope. And you can adjust the brush size, brush strength of all these things. We've seen this before as well. I do love that they have the tweeter down here again. If you remember from City Skylines 1, they had this tweeter thing here. I'm not sure what it's actually called, that you can click on to give you like tips and stuff. Look at that. So let's take a quick look here at the roads. Now, we did cover this a few months ago or a few weeks ago. The way the roads work is you have straight tool, curve, wavy, very wavy grid. And this one, I'm not sure what this one's actually going to be yet. You have elevations based on the road. You can build them higher in the air. You can have them snapping to various things. And here are your different basic road types. Looks like you have, single lane, maybe with a bike lane, one way, double one way, triple one way. I think all this footage is recorded in left-hand drive, so like over in Europe. That's why everything's in like pounds or whatever that denomination is. And then you have your different road types. I mean, I love the grid snapping. I want, it's just so easy to do if you want to stamp down a little bit of things there. And what it shows you here, this outline is going to show you where your building limits are going to be based on where you're going to snap. So like they can't build past this. Typically, in the past, I think it was 3 squares, 3 blocks in if you have the grid turned on. Maybe it's 4. Here it looks like there's more, actually. But it could just be because of how it looks from this video. Oh, right there. So it goes out 1, 2, 3. So it actually does go out 6, excuse me. So it's been changed because in the past, I believe it used to only go out 3 squares or maybe 4. I could be wrong there, but I like how it goes up to 6 because it just gives you more different types of buildings and go there. And then here's you're going to be snapping. And here your theme is this is, I think, your UK, your British theme, and this is your American theme. And all this is going to be is how the buildings look. Over in England, like they look different, especially older buildings, because they're a lot older than they are in the States or in Canada or in the Western Hemisphere here. Well, in North America, I should say. And then here are your different building types. You have your generic, you have high density, you have mixed density here, where you have offices on the bottom, which I think that's such a cool thing because this game is going to be very much more realistic than in previous. Looks like stuff's being built there. Pretty cool. Nice cranes. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about here, which I think is very, very cool, and again, it makes it very realistic. And the realistic part here is that in real life, you have big power stations, and you have, I call them high tension lines, but here they're called high voltage lines, like big ones on big towers. You see them everywhere if you're driving down the countryside or, wherever. And then they all go to transformers. Every town, there's transformers. If you're in a big town like LA, there's transformers everywhere. And basically what that does is it takes like the bulk of the power, like the big power in these big thick lines way up in the air, and it takes them to transformers, which basically what that does is that makes this high voltage lines more into low voltage, which gets sent out to your house. That's realistically how it works. From a power station, you're not running lines that would go to your house all the way down the road. No, it doesn't work that way. And the way that City Skylines is set up as well is, this is something I think is really good, is, water/sewer used to always be underground. You had to run it. It didn't automatically get placed. And then power lines are always above. And it made your cities look quite ugly until you got enough population. Then you could delete the towers, but it still looked quite ugly. And as far as realism goes, realistically, in reality, okay, I keep saying reality, but the how modern construction is done is everything low voltage, sewer, it's all underground. For the most part, it's all underground. And that's just the way it works. So it's ingenious having that automatically be built underneath your road types. And there's all the different power plants, and some stuff is locked here. This probably is nuclear. Who knows what it is? Has batteries. Everything's very color coded, which is very cool. Batteries you can get, which I think is awesome as well. If you have something like renewable energy, like electricity trade. This is if you're trading anything, availability, etc., etc. Here's groundwater pods. It's like this is underneath like your utilities section, I guess. Look how this evolves. Look at that. In-game footage, remember, this is what the buildings look like if you're in like a cinematic camera mode. Build small or build huge. Now, this isn't huge, but like it's not a huge scale, but it's showing you because the way the game works is you start in a grid, and then you can purchase neighboring grids or neighboring sections, I guess, which I think is really cool. Similar to how other games have worked like that in the past. You build here, and then you expand, then you expand, then you expand. Looks like there's a big airport over here, maybe some industrial town over here, maybe a school here, big sports complex. This is like a hilly map or like an island type map, which I always love doing island maps because you build along the coast or where it's lowlands, and up top you could put windmills or something. Really cool. I love the road system. Again, I've talked about this in depth before. I love how just like look at this, how naturally this looks. Like this again, this is left-hand drive. So your on-ramp's coming, so your 2-lane highway is automatically getting turned into a 3-lane highway. Here's the same thing, a 2-way highway is getting turned into a 3-lane highway, and then when it bumps out here, it's turning into a 4-lane highway. And these are very, very fluid how they go together. I mean, this is showing an on-ramp and an off-ramp, but it basically, when you're connecting different things, it fluidly looks like it's supposed to be there. And this type is like, this is realistically how more lanes would be added, like this gentle kind of curve. And then over here is also the parking lots, which hopefully can generate some good income. You have this next to a train station or bus station in town, might work out good for you. I just love this, all the different options down here. Again, your tool mode, you have a lot of different tool modes when you're doing roads, overpasses, how you snap, etc., etc. It's going to be really, really cool. This obviously is Megalopolis. They have 28 maybe achievements unlocked. I'm not sure how that goes. It looks like there's 127 blocks potentially unlocked here, which would be your, a huge megalopolis would be a lot of people. Down here, 200,000, you're losing 200 an hour, which that doesn't seem very good, but you're making 125,000 coins per hour, and this is called Fortuna City as well. Look at that. Beautifully, it looks amazing. This is adding on to colleges. Functional. A lot of its functionality. Look at the road. I mean, this must be some kind of shipping lanes, and this must be other types of overlays you can have to show maybe it's train lines. This is a shipping lane or something like that. Look at that. And here you're showing, here's your bus depots here, bus stations. This looks like maybe a double bus station or something. You have your bus, you have your train, you have like maybe monorail, and then this looks like an airport, ship, and that may be, I'm not sure what that could be, high-level train or high-speed train. Underground mode, color, you can change colors of everything in here. This shows your streetcar view, which is the purple one here. Tells you what you're generating out of this. This city's obviously a lot younger, only has 29,000 inhabitants because a lot of stuff is locked. And it looks like, as you build certain things down here, you gain XP or experience. And that's how you see here we're at level 11, it looks like, or maybe level 8. And then you level up and you probably then have access to more things, which I think is a really cool way to do it. I mean, it's similar to having, you reach a certain population, but by placing certain buildings, you get more XP, etc. So here's making a bus route. Very, very cool stuff. I love the intricacy part of this game. Look at that. Shipping lanes. Look at that. That's a cargo route. And look at look how this looks so nice going to a train yard. You can adjust the colors of everyone. Here's a huge solar. Here's what I was speaking about earlier. So, modern construction, housing development, cities, everything's underground. You have your water. This looks like sewer. This would be water coming in or something like that. And then this would be your electricity, low voltage. The bigger the road, obviously, the bigger the pipes, in a sense, are going to be. I think that's kind of showing this, unless it's just how it's, because this is real small, right? There's just one line going. You have your water, your sewer. I love how this is done. Like, this is a really cool, I think I'll be spending a lot of time underground, and it looks here like the lines are twisted, which is kind of cool. And it looks like there's a big twist at every big junction, just to kind of denote where the junctions are going to be. There's some clipping here, but you can't avoid that, honestly. So just deal with the clipping. I love that, though. Look at that. Now, weather is a huge thing in this game. There's actually water. And then there's accidents. I love the accident outside of play. I love the accident aspect of the game because you have to send out tow trucks. You have to send out people to clear the mess. Like, this is reality, real. Here's people walking across, while the light's not lit up at crosswalk. It shows here, I think these lines here maybe show traffic patterns, or depending on what mode you're in, maybe you can turn that off actually, because it is can be kind of annoying, just showing you where, I guess maybe it has to do with traffic amount or something like that. Crash, we got to hire some mechanics to come. Actually, it looks like we actually want, I keep saying actually a lot, sorry. Here's the bus lanes. We need to fix this intersection where the accident was. We need to put in a roundabout. Look at all the people waiting at the crosswalk. So cool. Looks like these people are turning right. These people are turning left. This looks like a more, could be set up differently. Like an American-style right-hand drive. And then here's your different roundabouts, large roundabouts, Central Island. See what that looks like. And you just plop it. And the cool thing, the very, very cool thing, what you just saw, is if there are buildings at the edge of a road and you snap something that naturally creates a curve, the buildings, well, and essentially will get deleted. Now, I'm sure if you have a placeable building, like a hospital on the edge, you couldn't place this because it wouldn't delete it. But if you have just like a commercial or residential or whatever this purple one is supposed to be, it just kind of makes it, just automatically places it, which I think is very, very cool. Very cool. Here are different infrastructure type of things, or these I think would be districts or maybe ordinances you could put in. Policies, it says, the combustion engine ban, meaning you have to use electric vehicles, which is kind of cool. Energy consumption, gated community, that's pretty cool. I bet you that will make your prestige go up or something. Traffic ban, this is cool to not allow trucks to residential areas. This is very cool. I like this a lot. Recycling, roadside parking fee, look at that. Hey, you're in New York City or something, you're going to pay for parking. Speed bumps, that's so cool. I wonder if you can kind of looks like you can kind of almost paint where they go to deter people from using certain roads, even if it's a shorter distance, deterring them from using like the back streets here as a throughway. I think that's so cool. Here's your budget things. This is similar to how all budget games work. Roundabouts are very cool. Look at that. What is this going to be? Road maintenance depot. So you got to have, here's map legend, parking lots, maintenance depots, road maintenance vehicles. Base of operation for road maintenance personnel, their tools and vehicles. Road maintenance comprises road repairs, snow clearing, and traffic access. That's so awesome. Extra garage, larger maintenance fees. You can add on different things for no turning right, no turning left. These are different types of road, I guess, adjustments. I love the maintenance aspect because it's real. If you have snow, look at the prestige went up. Look at that. Because if you have snow, you got to clear the snow. Look at the train lines going. Oh, this is cool. So this is something that I haven't seen before. This looks, I'm not sure what button you'd be clicking on down here, but we're at a small city, 16,000. And this almost looks, see if I can go back slightly. It almost looks like a bit of a tech tree, basically. So you have to unlock things based on prestige levels. So you have 2 prestige here, or diamonds left, or development. They're calling them development points. 14. You unlock this with a hospital for 2. So this is like you gain them by placing buildings, leveling up in a sense. And there's a progression. Like you can't get a disease control center without a hospital. You can't research hospital stuff without a hospital. You can't have a crematorium where they dispose of dead bodies without having basic services. And there's that for everything. I cannot wait to get into this. You have development, which would be a tech tree. You have milestones, achievements. I think this is super, super cool because you can have achievements now. Get 100%. What do you got to do? I don't know. Probably a lot of stuff. I love this. There right there is your hospital, I believe. Look at that. Look at the people. Everybody, looks like this. Oh yeah, this person has. It's the same person. It just shows. Does this show how many steps they have? That if that's what that is, that's awesome. Educated employee. This is where they go. Weebrum. This is just random names. I bet you can click on this and it takes you where it is. Where they live. Wealthy. Look at that. Happy going home. Andrew Milling. These are, I guess, February. These are just maybe the things that you click on. That's so cool. Everybody. There's a lot of different textures in the game as far as customer or people, how they look, Because sometimes they're very generic, but this is cool. I love this. Looks like mailboxes over here. There's a subway entrance. Very, very neat. Look, okay. This is taking, look at these roundabout, or these entrances, these on and off ramps. This is taking terraforming to a whole new level. Look how fluid that looks. Now, I don't know what real city would look like that, but wow. Does that look awesome? I'm not sure why the water is kind of, dark in color. Maybe there's some sewage problems or something, but look how beautiful that looks. Wow, this is amazing. If terraforming is this, how it works like this, if you can place roads and terraform right up to them, like just do it like that, I think that would be so easy compared to how the way it used to be able to do it. This looks like a big maybe rail yard over here. Amazing. Nice airports, of course. Look at that. Oh, this is just showing different languages. I love that there's snow in the game, like seasons. It's so cool. Huge shipping ports. This is, yeah, we're getting to the end of the video here. This is amazing. Like, I can't wait for this. I will be doing a series on this. Look at that. This is in-game footage, by the way. Look at that. And we're just gonna end it here because I don't think there's anything after. No, there's nothing after this. So, guys, this is City Skylines 2 trailer breakdown. My thoughts on it. I'll just let it play. Why not? There's some nice music in the background. I cannot wait for this game to come out. It releases on October 24th. Time of the recording today is October 19th, so 5 days from now, which will put it at next Tuesday, I believe. 20, 21, 22, 23, yes, next Tuesday, the 24th of October, this game will be out. This is just, you can go to their YouTube page if you want to watch people play it. I know Biffa plays it. I don't know Biffa, but I know of Biffa. He's a sneak peek of this game, and I'm going to have it pre-ordered, and I can't wait to play it for you guys. Like, just click any random clip. Look at that. So cool. All right, everybody. Stay tuned for the next video on City Skylines 2, and hopefully in a few weeks I'll have some game footage for you, and we'll make a nice series out of this. All right, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. Would be much appreciated. And if you cannot wait for this game to come out and you love my content, or even if you like it a little bit, hit the subscribe button, tick the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything, and as always, catch you guys next time.